Welcome back, Summertime peeps. My name is Summer if you've never been to my channel before, and my channel is all about creating your happy. One of the themes I've been working on over the last few weeks is Halloween. Yes, we're at the end of July, and creating my happy, it's all about being ready for Halloween decor. So I'm up here in my attic and in my little workspace that I created, and in front of me is all of the items that I've purchased over the last few shopping sprees at places like Home Goods, At Home, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, Hobby Lobby, World Market, just to name a few. So what I did was I bought a lot of stuff, and then I ended up doing a return so that I truly only kept the things I loved. So if they're on this table, it's because I truly could envision and I was excited about having it a part of the decor in certain rooms in our home for this year's Halloween decor 2025. Now, if you're returning to my channel, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, do me the huge favor and please subscribe right now. I am on a mission to get to 1,000 subscribers by Halloween, and we are growing fast. I've only been around for 3 months. So if you could help me out by subscribing today, that will make life awesome. In the meantime, what I also am going to do today is, in addition to organizing the Halloween stuff to be ready for our Halloween decor, I also have a little section of the attic that still needed 1 or 2 racks built just to organize all of my Christmas goods. The majority of Christmas is already done, and it's just waiting for some racks to go on. So this video, most of it's going to be me going through the Halloween goodies, but you're also going to have sort of an added bonus in here for my organization friends, seeing the final touches done so that all the racks for Christmas are finally complete and all the Halloween is taken care of. So the goal by the end of this video, nothing on this table. And then we will leave this room nice and clean, just like we had it at the end of our attic episode when we got rid of 13 years of clutter. So join me, you guys. Welcome to Summertime, and let's have some fun. So let me step back. This is the corner that everything was stacked. So now what I did was I took 2 racks. One I made as a full rack, and these are empty containers right now because this is what I'm going to stage Halloween in when we start merging the stuff that I bought this season with what I already have existing. So the intention for now is this is going to be Halloween staging. And then I took a full rack, I split it in 2, and I have one here, one here. I put the wheels on this one because obviously I can't easily get into there, but for now, at least everything is organized so that when it's time for Christmas, I just roll this out, roll this forward, and I can get all my Christmas stuff. So I'm really pleased, you guys. Now my entire Christmas area is 100% complete, and we can now get ready to play with Halloween. But first, I just heard the door open downstairs, which means it's time for me to cook dinner. So it's either going to be I continue this project today, or you may see me in different clothes because I may have to do this tomorrow because I can't wait to do some mom duty things with my kids. All right, see you in a sec. Good morning. It's the next day. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Today is going to be, from what I understand, almost 100 degrees. So I'm hoping to spend about an hour and a half-ish up here. And the goal now is everything behind me. See how pretty Christmas is? Woo, all the way down the line. Over there, those 3 big tubs, that's the beginning of the Halloween line. Those 3 tubs are what we're going to use to stage what I have here, which is the stuff that we purchased during our Halloween hunt in July. And what I may also do is pull some things from the other Halloween Tupperwares just so it's all consolidated in one space as much as I can. So let's first start with the foyer, because that's where I found my favorite, the one we voted on. Love him. This is the Halloween foyer this year is going to be focused on Sleepy Hollow. So we're going to have the Headless Horseman on the entryway table. And I bought some foliage. I have to find, there's a purple damask table cover that I have. So I need to bring that and put it with the packing. So that's what I'm going to start with, is the foyer. And then we'll go to the next room that I'm going to stage. All right, here we go. All right, so let's start with our first bin. And the goal is not to make it overly stuffed and heavy, just more to help, again, stage the stuff we have. So this is the tablecloth that I was mentioning that'll be in the foyer, a purple damask. And I may also use this topper that I made years ago to go together. So this is the first thing I'm putting in to Hobby Lobby. They had, I think, whoa, don't break that. I believe they had their fall stuff on sale for 40% off, I think it was. So I grabbed purple. Feel my theme of purple for a moment. I think I got 8 strands of these. I am probably going to do something going up the stairway, like a garland. So I'm going to pack those in here. Okay, in addition to that, I bought a bunch of different picks. So I had some eucalyptus. I don't know what these are. Somebody out there probably knows the right name, but a certain type of nut. Looks like another type of, not eucalyptus. Well, maybe it is eucalyptus. Anyway, there's some different textures and then some more fall foliage. These I'm also thinking about adding to the garland going up. So I will just add this to my bucket here. Whoops. So those are in there. Now what I want to put in there. Oh, the other thing that's in the foyer is our coat closet. And I think I bought this on the first Halloween hunting. But this cute lock with these awesome keys with the snake, the skull, and the bat. Oh, this is so cool. This I'm going to probably find a velvet ribbon and then tie it from the handle of the coat closet. So every time you open it, it makes that eerie sound. That's in the foyer, so I'll put that in here. These, when we went around to Home Goods had such an awesome array of framed ghost pictures, right? So I was trying to also find additional artwork that would complement it, that looked like it was a part of my existing collection. But so much of my stuff is bright or Hawaiian or cheery. And I totally forgot that when we cleaned out the attic a few episodes ago, I was going to throw away some photos and pictures that we inherited from, I think, my husband's side of the family, that they just look so old and decrepit. But look, this family relative, these are old botanicals, and I thought that between that, I mean, goes so well with some of these spooky ghosts. And then there's even a house in here. Let me see if I can find the house. This is a sketch of a house that one of my husband's relatives, I think, owned or grew up in. So many of these pictures that we got from Home Goods and At Home or wherever else I bought them, I did find a couple actual home picture, like we owned them already, spooky pictures. So we're not going to trash them. I'm actually going to now add them to my Halloween collection. And so just to remind everybody what we got this ghost picture with the dog. We got the ghosty with the coffee cup. I thought it was so cute. We also got ghosties in a pumpkin patch. And we got ghosty in a field. Let me just put, whoops. We had ghosty in a field. Let me just put some bubble between some of these, protect them. And then here's that botanical I was telling you about that we already had. And then lastly, in the Michael's Michael's fall sale, I got just a field of pumpkins. So some good finds, and I'm ultimately going to put this collage of haunted ghost pictures also in the foyer. The wall that transitions you from the foyer to the kitchen, that's where it's going to go. So that's why I'm going to put it into this box. We cannot forget about the star of the hour. Here he is. Ta-da! So I'm going to wrap him up, protect him, and put him in here. Right. And then the last thing is, let me just find, not the last thing. There was the black vase that I bought at home and the spooky branches. So let me grab those. So there's the vase. Spooky branches. And notice I like to keep them wrapped up just to give them still extra protection. I think for now we got everything in here. So let me show you how we packed it. All right. So everything we just talked about easily fits in there with a little extra space. Okay. So that's the foyer. Heavier than I thought. Foyer is done. Let's do dining room. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so for the dining room, has a scene of an ocean with like waves crashing. And then it has a whole collection of seashells all over the place. And it also has dried branches that are from Hawaii in it. So it has this coastal feel that feels very collected. And so for Halloween, every year I've been playing with skeletons in there just because it just feels like it fits the space. But more importantly, I think this year I'm really honing in on what I want for an overall theme. And I kind of feel like it's going to evolve not into a Pirates of the Caribbean feel, but definitely when you're in a space where you're on an island and pirates crashed and died, right? So their corpses are, their skeletons are hanging out. So that's why there's going to be my skeleton chandelier. There'll be skeletons on the dining table, skeletons throughout. The one thing I don't have is one of those Jolly Roger, skull and crossbones. I would love to find that. But why I'm bringing all that up is because also in there, so the thematically, that's where all the skulls are. A lot of candles and candelabras, and then botanicals. So we bought, to remind you, these great, awesome wreaths that have these botanicals on them and then sort of dead, mossy looking branches on it. And then these hanging black berries with hydrangea. And so this is going to stay. I love them. These were an investment piece, in my opinion, because these were $50 each. And honestly, I talked myself into it for two reasons. One, I do really, really like it. But number two, if I were to make this on my own, it would actually cost me more money, even if things were on sale. So I just overall thought, you know what, I'm worth it. Well, I am worth it, but I'm going to do the investment because I think it's worth it. So I have two of these. These won't properly fit into the bin. Ultimately, when I start seeing wreath storage units coming back out, a lot of those great plastic wreath containers. I have actually some right here for my Christmas wreaths. When I see more of those, I'm going to buy two for these. But for now, I'm just going to put them on the top shelf that's going to be over where the Tupperware is for the dining room decor. So that's what I'm going to do with these right now to store them. These really are great wreaths. Okay, so some additional botanical. These are the purple botanicals we purchased to go also in that space to tie the purple from the wreath to the rest of the room. So I'm going to put that as the first layer on the bottom. Then we got a couple of Mr. Bones, remember? So I did return two, but I did keep two as well. So they're going to go in here. And I did really like the feel of the pecking eyeball raven's skulls. So I'm going to wrap him up with tissue paper and put him also in the bin. Tying into the botanical succulents. Remember, we got him from Home Goods. He's going to work really well when I put him with compared him with the wreaths. So wrap him up too. Another reason I like wrapping these up is when I open it up, it's like I just went shopping all over again. So it's like, oh, I forgot I bought this. So that's another reason why I like to organize these, because I'll forget. And I guarantee I'll forget at least one of these items just because they haven't been solidified in the final design yet. So my brain, it's not long-term memory yet, if that makes sense. We also got from Michael's this fishing net. And even though this is a regular price item, I mean, you can use your 30% coupon that you normally get from Michael's, which is what I did. But this, I thought, from a texture perspective, will probably be really cool on the table going over the table runner. I have this really great table runner that has snakes and bats and like antique-y looking. And so this would go sort of crisscross over it. So you'll still see some of the pattern, but really the texture will be on the black table as well. If I like this, I may get one more, since this is something they always carry. If I find that Jolly Rancher with crossbone skull, I might put the crossbones on the wall and then drape another one of these over some of the mirrors and that painting I was telling you about with the waves, but don't know yet. So we're going to test with number one, because I know for sure I want one on the table. But when I do the design in a few weeks, if I like how this looks, I may also add one more to the wall. But for now, we just need one. And then lastly, what's going in that room from our purchases? This one, I think, is going to go in this room, but I don't know if it's going to go in this room. I know I love them, but it's either going to be in this room or my office, which is witch based, because this is sort of a witch hand holding the skull. The only reason I may test drive it first in the dining room is because of the skull and the tapered candle, because it's going to have so many tapered candles. And the other thing I like to do in my dining room is to get candles and pin them off the ceiling, almost like a Harry Potter ceiling. So we're going to try this first in the dining room. And then if it's not completely feeling like what I was describing earlier, which was that piratey left to die on an island feel, then this may go into my office. But for now, I'm going to put these hands, I'm going to wrap them up individually because it's a pair. It's Martha Stewart from Home Goods. And we'll put them in the dining room box. Hey, if any of you bought any of the Martha Stewart Halloween stuff from Home Goods this year, she made some cute stuff. I was really impressed with Martha. She did a great job, but doesn't she always? Okie dokie. I think I took care of what we purchased for the dining room. One thing I want to just note, this bin, I've already packed from the previous year all the skulls, all the botanicals that I normally use in the dining room. I'm not going to unpack this because I think I packed this pretty darn well, but what I'll do is this bin and the bin I just packed will then both go into the dining room when I go to design. And then we'll see what ultimately stays there or if it gets moved into other spaces of the room. But yeah, super excited with all these skulls. All right, so let me show you what the packed, what the end result packed looks like for this bin. All right, so here we go. This is what we packed from our purchases for the dining room. Oh, this one's not as heavy, thank goodness, but heavy still. Oh. All right. So we have dining room, foyer, and on the bottom, we'll put in the office. So there's technically 2 rooms that I bought. I still have leftover that I bought stuff for, and I was trying to figure out how to want to organize this. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to separate them into 2 bins. I looked at my existing shelving. I think I figured out where I can put the extra Tupperware, but the caveat here is it's going to look like the bins are a little empty because it's going to really require me opening up all of the other Tupperware bins. And because of the heat today, I think I'm going to play the I don't want to melt card. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to pack up like I mentioned, this last big red bin that goes on that bottom shelf. This one's going to be for the office. So this is the witch stuff. The other room is the kitchen, and I have to show you what I ultimately decided on to go with the pink pumpkin I bought, which I'm really excited about. But that I don't want to mix in with my office stuff. So I'm going to put that in a separate container. And I might put, well, I don't know what I'm going to put in it, but I'm going to definitely put the 3 items that I bought for the kitchen in there. So let's do the office right now, finish this rack of stuff, and then we'll end with the things for the kitchen. In the meanwhile, my dogs are having a great time running up and down the stairs. All right, so the first thing that's going to go into the bin, I hope it fits, is this awesome witch hat. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. Too small to fit on my head properly. But it should fit into the space, no problem. Yay, it fits in here. Okay, the other things that go in here that I need to wrap up. Remember this awesome, cool witch hat? Wrap that guy. We have some fun new skulls. So this is the Ouija board skull. The cool palm reader. We had this cool from At Home sorcerer candle with spells on it. This awesome spell book with skull and raven snow globe. I don't know about if any of you have this challenge, but in this attic, it gets so hot. I'm hoping it doesn't happen to this because it's still relatively new, but some of my older snow globes for Christmas, when I wrapped them up, the water evaporated out of it. So some of my Christmas snow globes are halfway full. So if any of you know how to refill a snow globe, let me know without completely damaging it. But I have some fun ones that I loved, and yeah, they're half tank. Then there's this great raven with the cool black eye. And I think one more. This came from TJ Maxx, the raven on the spell books. Okay, so the last part, the kitchen stuff. So I ended up choosing not the gingerbread house that I love with the Frankenstein, but I did this cute guy with the little matching cake because they go so nicely with the pink pumpkin. So we're gonna wrap these guys up, put them in the final Tupperware. And I also got this skull, and even though he's not going in the kitchen, this is going in the bathroom, the guest bathroom right next to it. So I'm just gonna pack it with it since it's in the same proximity. So let me just pack that and we'll be done with all the goodies. For now. Ta-da! Mission accomplished. Table is clear. All of my racks are built and organized. Everything we purchased together is now staged properly so that I know where it all is, so that when it's time to decorate, instead of trying to find bags and closets, I just grab the bin and we go. So thank you for joining me on this organizing our Halloween haul and asterisk finishing the attic to be totally efficient. In the meantime, my dogs are having a little bit of fun behind me. I think they're enjoying all this extra space as well. But thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. It's either going to be me finally refreshing the front porch, painting, power washing, changing it up for the first round of fall. It's going to be apple themed. Or if I'm able to go shopping first, it might be another Halloween haul. I'm going to try to get to places like Costco, Pottery Barn, Williams-Sonoma, and some other haunts to see if there's anything else that I can show you to be inspired for our Halloween decor this season. So until then, everybody, thank you and stay cool. It is hot out there. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.